This is one of my favorite tricks. This is called eating spaghetti. You make the spaghetti noodles, you put some Parmesan cheese and you go, mmm.
That's cool.
This is walking the nice little doggy.
Alan Nagao, a professional yo-yoist, discovered at an early age he had a special talent for yo-yo tricks. He played with his yo-yo because he could not do a lot of things other kids could do.
Whoa.
I was born with a physical handicap caused by a drug that my mom took, was prescribed to her from the doctor. It was called Thalidomide. I have an artificial leg, and I was born basically with these physical handicaps because of the drug.
In spite of his birth defects, Alan received much attention when he was selected as a national poster child.
Well, I was selected for Easter Seals at 4 years old. They liked that I smiled a lot.
His smile won the hearts of many celebrities, including the President of the United States. However, when Alan attended school, life became more challenging.
I got teased things like peg leg and hop along, and and sometimes in elementary school kids can be kind of cruel, and especially if you're a little different, and I had to wear that ugly helmet all the time, and so everybody would kind of look at me, and I was always the last one to get picked on teams because I couldn't run. All of the other kids would run and play dodgeball. It almost like they already lost the game just because they got me on the team.
Alan became an expert at doing yo-yo tricks. When he got older, he had an idea and approached the American toy company to market their yo-yos.
I brought this idea to Japan, and I made $1 a yo-yo from the American toy companies that sold the yo-yos. And so I had an event in the Tokyo Toy Fair where we had 70,000 boys, 9 to 12 years old, come to play yo-yos, and the line was 2.5 miles long. We launched the yo-yo boom in Japan, and in 1 year we sold 10.5 million yo-yos.
Besides his yo-yo business, Alan got into marketing kites. He formed a high-performance kite team and traveled all around the world competing professionally.
We became the world champions in kite flying. It was a great little dream of mine to travel around the world. And so after I started to do this kind of international traveling, I wrote a book on how to be a team flyer. And it really was more of a book on how to work as a team. I've made millions and millions of dollars in business, and people, I guess, look at that as being success. I've raised a really nice family. I've been married for 28 years. So I think a lot of people look at me and say that I have a very special talent. And so it's become almost the opposite, where people are looking at me as being a success story, and use me as an example of what they could do for themselves.
This is Aaron Haggerty, reporting for HIKI from Kainalu Elementary School.